right into topics. And Wade, we kicking this one off. College football is back, man. College football 25. It is no longer called NCAA football 25. It will be college football 25, as they seem to be wanting to distance themselves from the NCAA tag. It is announced officially. It will be out in July. There will be a big rollout in May. 130 schools will be playable. Check this though, Wave. Multiple commentary teams, which is something people have asked in Madden for years now. Like I'm talking like 15 years. They wanted multiple comments because that's what we get in real life, right, Wave? You watch the
Right.
game on CBS, you get one crew. You watch the game on Fox, you get the other crew. You watch the Sunday night game, you have a certain crew you see Monday night or whatever. Um, just what's your thoughts on it being back? Obviously, there's been talk about compensation. Um, EA Sports has basically come out and said this is what everybody's talking about, where everyone got $600 in a copy of the game is not necessarily true. Because then some folks are saying, well, if you're a Heisman player, that's a bad deal, right? But
Right.
if you're player number 50, then that's a good deal, right? like
Exactly.
I see it both sides, but just what's your overall thoughts on the game being back? This has been one of the most sought after franchises to return, and here we are.
Well, the first thing I want to say is like, really, what did they expect them to do for 130 schools worth of students? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
they
even know if I said that right, but you know,
said
y'all know exactly what I'm
11,000
trying to say.
players. Yeah, 11,000 players.
How
Like
much you expect? Like 600 in the game is pretty cool. Like
right,
for you a college kid, you probably making well. If you a Heisman, you getting NILs anyway, so you might as well take the chump change.
right.
And what if they probably should give them like I don't know. I don't know if that's fair. I don't know who if that's fair or not. It just sounds like it's harder to pay, you know, that many kids a fair amount, you know, equally. And what is a fair amount, depending
Right.
on what you're doing for the team. Like there's a lot into it. So but as far as the game go, I'm definitely excited for that. I haven't played a college basketball game in I don't know how long.
Football.
Uh, I said basketball,
Yeah,
college
nah, it's
football
all good.
game,
Yeah,
and I don't all basketball game, but you know what I mean.
I got you.
Um, I'm really excited to see like what kind of game modes they bring to it though. I'm not really gonna be online with it, you know,
Right,
per se.
right.
I'm not that good. I just like playing football, you know what I mean? So that's really the part of the game that I'm more excited to kind of delve into.
So I'm excited for one because I do love playing like the college games. I always have, but there's a specific reason why I've always been hyped about the college games. They've always. It seems like this is not like a inside or whatever anything. It's just a guess. It always seemed like when it came to the NCAA games, they allowed that team to be more creative in how they do the presentation, what modes they put in the game. If it always felt like they weren't being watched as strictly. So they always put a lot of stuff in the game. They had students that would storm the field after a big upset, all types of stuff. Mascots are all over the place. And then you kick on Madden, and it always felt like very like strict. You know what I mean? Like very like
Right.
corporate and washed down and washed away type of game. And like I always felt like basically it's like if they EA is well known. They had the rights to the NFL, but they also had the rights to ESPN, Fox, CBS, anything that the NFL affiliated with, right? And they also had the same thing with NCAA, but the NCAA games, they used it.
Right.
NCAA would be like, here's college game day on ESPN, before the game or whatever. Oh, here's this game. They were down to changing the scoreboards, right? On one game, it looked like this, or if you're playing Alabama versus Clemson, the scoreboard would look the way they did it was so smooth. Then you kick on Madden, so it's like the same game from last year. Just the rookies are now in the game. Like I never understood that. So if this game is like is how Madden is, then I'm not gonna be too hyped for it, Wave. I'm being honest. But if they go back to
Well,
what they did where like they kind of allowed them to be creative and recreate the college atmosphere, then I'm gonna be hyped for it.
also though, like to be fair, Madden ain't got as many teams to choose from.
That is
So
true.
like the experience is gonna seem a lot more the same compared to college because you got so many different ways you could go about it. Like, Madden can't even compete as far as teams go.
And
So like,
let's be fair. They don't need 130 schools. I appreciate it because I'm sure there's somebody out there who's a fan of Baylor in terms of football, right?
right,
Like we want them in the game. I appreciate that. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, they really could have just did the major conferences. Like right now, Colorado's hot right now, obviously because of Deion Sanders. We know they're gonna be in the game, obviously. But like, I don't know if you need 130 schools, but again, I appreciate it. But like my thing is more from a presentation aspect because that's really why folks love the college games. Let's be honest, their franchise mode because of the presentation of it. You know what I mean? That's
right,
the cool thing about it. When they would talk about the players to watch, who's on the cover of the magazine, and then it changed to who's on the cover of the website, who's on the front page of the website, and stuff like that. That's type of stuff in Madden that you click on Madden a month later because they always drop like a month within each other. And it's like, if they just did all this for this game, why can't they do it? This is they own the same like properties. So again, I hope they allow that team that's been working on this game the freedom to innovate. And if they did, I'm gonna be hyped for it. But I'm gonna get this one initially. I'm still not buying Madden. I'm still not buying Madden until they prove otherwise. It's gonna be a Game Pass thing. But this one, come July, I'm gonna give it for the shot out the gate. Hopefully they do right by it. Let's get to the chat. Right, Dizzle back to boxing said Tyson Ali wild card is Canelo. Okay, dude has always been one of the favorites. I'm not mad at that. Shout out to
I
Canelo.
respect it.
Mo said this won't be my cup of tea, but I'm glad it finally got done for people that wanted it. Absolutely, man. I feel that. That's how I felt about sorry. That's how I felt when what was it? What was the game? Wave Horizon was it Horizon Forbidden? No. What
Oh
was the one
yeah,
that just came out? Was it Forbidden West
I think so.
for PS5? Like whichever one it was, because I always mix up the names. I remember folks been talking about that game for a while now. So when that dropped, again, it's not my thing to be honest, but I was hyped for them. So I completely feel that comment. Andrew said, "Look at these weirdos, man."
Damn, son.
Yeah,
How you
man.
feeling, brother?
Word. What's going on, bro? Like you hype about this college football game, bro? Let us know. All right, wait.